What up, Wholesale to Million family? Happy Wednesday. Oh, you guys, I'm bringing you a very special guest, a powerhouse interview. I'm super excited. I've been waiting all month long for this interview. He's the one, the only, the DORU, the Sufu, the master. So you guys, for those of you who don't know him, oh my God, man. I don't know what's going on with you, man, if you don't know this guy. But anyways, I'm gonna bring him on, have him share with you his stories, his amazing journey, and what he has accomplished and done for himself. I know he's a super inspiration, guys, and obviously he's gonna add a ton of value to this. And so oh my God, if this episode, you guys, add any value to you, you like me to continue the powerhouse interview, show me some love, show my guest some love, smash the thumbs up, comment below if you have any questions throughout the interview, and I'm ready to have him on and take it over. So please put your thumbs together. Help me welcome the one and only, the legend, Naz the DORU. What up, bro?
What's going on, brother, man? First thing first, Khang, I just want to say thank you for having me on this joint, man. Thank you for having me on, man. And I heard your story on Carrot, bro, and your joint was really, really inspiring, man. So, really inspiring. Like, you really got it out the mud, man. So congratulations on all your success. And once again, thank you for having me on.
Hey, I appreciate the kind word, man. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Naz. I want to know your stories, man. Tell me the stories and then leading into your real estate journey, bro.
All right. Okay. How did it all start? It started when I was 19 years old. I overheard my father talking to his friend about the guy next door bought the house for $150,000, put $20,000 into it, and sold it for like $270,000. So 19-year-old kid, I'm like, man, what? That's $100,000. So I'm like, man, I want to do real estate. But I'm 19, so of course I go to some people who didn't know nothing about real estate to ask them about real estate. So I asked my father, I said, yo, how do I get into real estate? So he was like, yo, go see my friend over here. He fixes credit. So I'm like, all right. And he was like, he'll get you ready to buy a house. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I went to go see his friend, and his friend did credit repair back then. So we're talking like, let me see, I'm 36 now, so we're talking like, what's that, 17, 18 years ago, something like that? So 17 years ago. So the issue was, not that my credit was bad, I didn't have any credit, I was 19. So I opened up some trade lines and, watching Flip That House back in the day, man, watching all those, man. Me and my friend, we bought a house to flip. So we assumed that the joint was going to be easy. Because we assume it's going to be easy because of the television show. All you got to do is, you buy an ugly house, yell at some contractors, and make a bunch of money. So that's what we're thinking. And, of course, we bought it in 2007. We was able to sell it in 2008, but we ended up losing like $7,000 a piece. So $14K and all, man. But that was I bought my first house at 24 in 2007. So... yeah,
dang,
man.
Bro. So, dude, Naz, you got in when the market was tanking.
I got in when the joint was taken, but being that I was 24 and we knew everything, and like we literally did everything wrong from the start to finish. But since we knew everything, we went ahead and we figured like, yo, how hard could it be? So yeah, we wasn't even paying attention to the take of the market. True story. In New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, they had a real estate firm called Foxton, Foxton. All the agents were salaried, plus commission, right? That's who we had listed the house because they was doing 2.5% commissions or whatever. Man, don't you know they went under during that time? Like, went out of business. Like, just went under. Like, so Century 21 ended up buying their listings out of bankruptcy court So therefore, then we went over to Century 21, and from us going over to Century 21, I was able to we was able to get a new agent and eventually sell the house. But yeah, man, the market went from bad to worse. But after we sold that house February of 2008, bruh, man, that's when banks started going under left and right. So yeah, but the economy was bad at the time, man. But we wasn't paying attention at that time.
Yep. Yep, man, dude. Hey, Naz, can you hear me?
I'm here. I can hear you, bro. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
listening.
dude. So you guys bought it at the peak of the market, which is '07.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, man. So after you sold the property, that was your first one, and then what happened? So you lost 7,000 a piece.
14,000 in all. Yeah.
Okay.
7,000.
Now, okay, Nas, I'm gonna give you some credit, bro. Dude, the journey is already hard starting out. Do you guys know how tough it is, like mindset wise, to get over a failure? Like you came in, you're fresh in the business, you're all hyped up, and then boom, you even lost money. So how do you overcome it, bro? Tell me the story.
Man, I was 24, bro. I was too stupid to quit. I was too stupid to quit, man. You know what I mean? If that would have happened now, 12 years later, I would have quit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm mid 30s, so I'm logical now. I think beforehand, I think after. But when I was 24, in my early 20s, I wasn't doing no thinking. I was just all action. So yeah. So after that, I sold that house. I I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, because I just finished my bachelor's degree in May of '07. So the reason why I didn't move to Charlotte then was because my I was waiting for the house to sell. I just bought the house waiting for that to sell. But anyway, so the house sold in February '08. Then I moved to Charlotte like 2 weeks later, and I got a job in the call center making like $10 an hour. And for me making like $10 an hour, what I did was I went and I went and I bought a house the traditional way because I had the houses were cheap at that time in Charlotte. Charlotte's no longer cheap, but they were cheap. I found the house, a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, for like $42,000. I did this the full traditional way, and the mortgage was like $350, but the house rented for like $700. So I just rented out the house for a few years, and I did that again in 2009. I was working at another call center at a bigger bank this time. I was making $12 an hour, so bought another house in another neighborhood, and those two rentals, they had their good times, they had their horrible times. So they end up one of those. I end up walking away because the neighborhood ended up turning because in Charlotte the big thing is and was gentrification. So all the hoods surrounding downtown that I'm telling you I bought in for $40,000 and $70,000. Now they knocking those houses down and building houses for like $500,000.
Oh wow!
Because it's close to downtown. You get use of downtown, it's close to downtown. So that's the thing here, So even I'm building houses that's going for $500,000, So with that being said, man, I did that in 2010. I found out about creative real estate investing. Now I wanted to buy more rentals the traditional way, but what happened was the banks told me my debt to income was too high. So being that my debt to income was too high, I'm like, man, damn, my real estate career is over. Because I didn't know no other way but the traditional way, right? So I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. For me reading a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad at 26, that led me to joining my RIA. And the most important thing I got from that book, real talk, bro. The book said, before you invest in real estate, no, it said before you invest in stocks, you have to learn about stocks. Before you invest in real estate, you have to learn about real estate. So that right there, I sat back. I'm like, whoa. I missed a whole step. I never learned about real estate. I just literally just went out there and just did it, just from my knowledge. So then I joined the RIA, and that's when I learned about creative real estate in 2010, and I did my first wholesale deal in 2011. And from there, in 2012, I got fired from my last job I had, making like 38 grand a year, right? So I got fired. And then from now until then, I built up a business. My business grosses about 1.3 mil a year, bro. So,
Woo!
yeah, man.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So, okay, Naz, I got some question for you, bro. Everybody probably want to know, man, is that when you bought your first one at 24, what were some mistakes that you guys made that beside the market was tanking? What were some mistakes that you made that cost you to lose money on the deal?
Whoa. All right, so I'm gonna start from the beginning because we did everything wrong. First mistake, right? We didn't know anything. So being that we didn't know anything, the first mistake that we made was we relied on, and I learned this from reading Robert Kiyosaki books. He said, bro, don't take advice from salespeople, take advice from rich people. I was taking advice from salespeople. So these people, of course, they're going to tell me anything because they're going to get a commission. So I'm listening. I'm telling the agent what I'm trying to do. And he's like, yeah, you could do this. Yeah, this don't need a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, I end up buying the house too high, right? So we bought the house at a price we shouldn't have bought. Secondly, we did the comps. The comparables. Comparables were at like 220, 240. Between that, for when the house is done. We figured we just gonna do the house real nice, and somebody's gonna come along and give us $300,000 for ours. We literally just pulled our own number out the sky, and we got another realtor to agree with us. I've been in a lot of houses, bro. This one here, bro, is nice, man. I think I could get you that 290 mark. So the first realtor we hired was a friend of ours, which was terrible. I should have never did that. And he was new and I was new, so I was real terrible. Well, let me back up some. The contractor we used, he basically took advantage of us, right? He really could have did us terrible, but on the scale from 1 to 10 on how bad he did us, I say I give him like a 7. He could have took it to a 10, but he didn't. He had a good heart. He took his time with our advice because he said some things that made me think now and it registered, but now it registers like, yo, how y'all gonna pay me? He like, yeah, we're gonna give you cash. We're paying this guy cash. We didn't know that, you write check to have a payment for. We paid him cash. So he doing things like, all right, yeah, we did this. Hey, I got to get the paint tomorrow because when we ready to paint, we need $7,000. So now I know what he was doing was he got way ahead of the job by just taking all the money out, milking all the money out to make sure it went in his pocket and not really, focus on getting the job done because he was taking his time with it. He was coming like once, twice every 2 weeks or so. So he took his time. So the rehab took longer than expected. He did finish. He didn't really do a good job, to be honest with you. He gave us a shitty job. He ain't doing a good job. Yeah, man, he gave us a bad. Excuse my language. He gave us a bad job, man. But
dude,
yeah,
bro, I'm laughing because everything you just said, Nas, dude, I went through it multiple times. So that's why I'm laughing because when you tell the story, man, I can see all the pictures, me dealing with Contractor and everything like that, bro. It felt like it was yesterday. So, bro, the one thing that I want to let you guys know is what Nas just said, dude. It's you guys listen. What Nas just said it's huge. Do not take advice from a sales. Listen, I've seen, bro. I've seen new investor come into the game, get all excited, get a realtor, hire the realtor. Depending on the realtor that's going to give them comps, they don't do their own research. They just take the word that the realtor said for it, and I witness it, dude. And they went down, bro. I mean, there's right. I like they just take, and then they went in there, went to the RIA, told their stories, and I've seen over and over and over again, man. You got to make sure, man. You got to make sure that you got to watch out for your own back. Just like Nas says, you got to educate yourself.
Yeah, man. It happens over and over and over. People, a realtor is there to make commission. Not all realtors are created alike. Just not all attorneys are created alike. You have your good realtors. You got your rock star realtors.
Yep.
You got your terrible realtors. So you have to. It's going to take time, but you can build that rock star team once you know exactly what you're looking for. And when I was doing a lot of self-development back then, it was like I was reading books and they would tell you, like, man, if you hire a stockbroker or a real estate agent, be sure you're able to tell him, exactly what you want to do. And the guy used an example. He said, I use a stockbroker, but I don't take his advice. I tell my stockbroker what to do, what to buy, what to trade, because I properly educated myself. So, whatever you got to do, man, you just got to educate yourself on what it is. Never rely on the salesperson, man. Like Khang, I know you have an educational program, right? So it will save somebody so much money to join your educational program, educate themselves, make a lot of calculated steps, and save themselves thousands of dollars in mistakes and time and stress. Because you've seen over and over, I've seen over and over, man, one bad deal could ruin you financially. Just one. And, yeah, man, so it's best to educate yourself on exactly what you're trying to do and what you want, so that you don't get jump in the pot and a salesperson just take advantage of you because they're just looking to make the sale. That's it.
Nas, I absolutely agree, man. So those of you listen, you're starting out, you get all excited and everything like that. Whoever it is that you follow, also do some research, making sure that they're in the game. They're not just teaching it. Okay. So you got to make sure that, okay, you got to make sure. And also too is when you get into this game, man, let me be real with you, man. Let me be real. When you want to decide to become an entrepreneur, when you want to jump out in the real world and try to make it on your own, and not do the 9 to 5, listen to me. There is tons and tons of shark out there. You got to protect your back, man. Nobody's going to get your back. You got to protect your back, which means you got to verify whoever you're working with. You don't trust nobody until they earn the trust. Trust are not supposed to be given, man. Make them earn the trust, dude. Do not trust anybody. Do not trust realtor. I like it. Like Nas said, there's good realtor. Right now, we had 3 to 4 realtor that we work with. It's just like Nas said, they're rock star, great agents. But I'm saying there are sharks out there. They're good people, bad people. You got to verify them. Just don't bluntly trust anybody when you jump into the game. So Nas, let me ask you this, man. So you started this real estate game at the age of 19. At when did you did your first wholesale deal, bro?
In 2011.
How old were you, dude?
I want to say I was about 27 in 2011.
Okay. And then so tell me the story after the first deal, bro. And then what happened?
All right. So January 2011, I got a mentor. I found my mentor by working the business, and I was calling Craigslist ads, looking for a deal. And he said, "Yo," I told him my name. So I got a unique name, Nasser. So he said, "Wait, Nasser." He said, "Are you the guy that goes to the real estate meetings?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I see you around, man." He said, "Yeah, I continue to see you around. So, hey, I'm mentor, and I'm gonna be at this meeting tomorrow night. Come to the meeting and let's talk, man." So from
Bless you, bro.
Thank you. So from there, I went to that meeting. I met the person hosting that meeting. She ended up becoming a mentor / partner, but I also ended up joining his meeting. And he said, look, this is the setup he gave me. He said, all right, I'll mentor you. We split your first deal. You just do what I say. And it was no upfront money or anything like that. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. So I went ahead, I had to drive for dollars. So at this time, I'm working, I started a new job. I'm working Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I had to get time management under control. So I made a decision. I was in grad school at the previous year, 2010, because at the company I was working for, they was paying for it. But I was reading this book called Retire Rich, Retire Young by Robert Kiyosaki. And he was like, man, he basically said, go all in. He said, go all in what you want, man. He was like, yo, look. So he said, it's not wise to get a second job. 2 jobs for 2 people. He said, what you do, go build a business. It's going to start out, you're not going to get paid. You're not going to get paid. So you might have to work for free the first few years, which normally pushes people out. So he was like, yo, you build that business, and then eventually the business will pay you more in the second job, or whatever the case may be. I wasn't looking for a second job, but it made me think, like, I need to invest all my time in the real estate, because he also gave an example of somebody who did real estate for 10 years and somebody who worked for 35 years. The person who did the real estate for 10 years had a net worth well over $1 million. And the person who worked for 35 years had about, they said 200,000 in their retirement account, and they couldn't keep up with their standard of living. So they would have to decrease their living situation to make that $200,000 retirement work for them. So so I was like, man, I need to just go all in the real estate thing. So I ain't returned to grad school, man. Fortunately, I met his mentor, and every Saturday morning, bro, I would get up and drive for dollars. It took me 8 months to get my first deal, bro. It took me 8 months to get my first deal, bro, and I closed it. I made $2,000 and paid my mentor, and then from there I started doing mailing campaigns.
Okay, gotcha, bro. So Naz, at the age of 20, listen, those of you guys don't understand this, man. I don't know about other people, but what I know is if you're starting out from the bottom, I mean from the bottom up, you're not born with a silver spoon, a gold spoon, a diamond spoon. I'm talking about from the bottom. It takes about, and listen, from the bottom, no connection, no nothing, no connection, no experience, anything like that. What I noticed, it takes 10 years for an overnight success. And overnight success, I mean to me anyway, I feel like when I say 10 years for an overnight success is to become like a millionaire. Listen, now start this game at the age of 19. All right? 27, still going. Like the thing is, you guys don't understand. Like what I'm telling you, guys don't understand, man. Hey. So Naz, you have that quote right behind you, bro. But most people don't understand that. The bigger the goal, the bigger the dreams, dude, the harder the grind. But most of you don't understand that, man. Most of you don't understand that. Most of you I think most people get brainwashed, man. Listen to people say, oh yeah, you know what? Set big goals. Set big goals. Yes, it's great to have big goals, but you must also understand that it comes with great sacrifice and freaking a massive amount of work. Dude, I've seen people set big goals, like almost too ridiculous goal, bro. Like they would shoot me a DM or an email and say, Khang, I'm starting out, man. I don't have any money. I have maybe not even $100. But within 12 months, dude, I want to make $100K a month. So I was like, shit. I was like, shit, man, come on, man. Dude, are you in the fantasy land, bro? Like, dude, this is Earth, bro. Cause, dude, see, to me, like, people get brainwashed about, hey, why set small goal? Set big one. Dude, but understand, dude, that it's gonna require time and massive. Like, dude, you gotta work like no other. You gotta sacrifice like no other. And most people won't. But anyways, Nas, I want to get into, dude, okay, so when you close your first wholesale deal through your mentor, and then from that on, dude, like, do you do any more fix and flip, or you like wholesale? Like, I want to know how did you get to where you are today, bro?
I did all wholesales, bro. I did all wholesales, man. So from there, and then September 2012, I got fired. So I was already doing deals, and I knew I was, going to get fired. It wasn't it was no surprise fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, I came in one day, I didn't know what was going on. I knew exactly what was going on. I knew I was on final write-up. You know what I mean? I knew I had one foot out the door. You know what I mean? I knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I knew every Friday they call me in the office like I'm in kindergarten and talk to me and look at my progress and see if I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. So when they finally, cut the puppet strings, it was all good, and I got into my car, and the crazy part, right? They fired me like 15 minutes. Like, they made me work the whole day. You know what I'm saying? They made me work the whole day. And I'm like, yo, y'all could have fired me at lunch. You know what I'm saying? But they made me work the whole day, bro, and called me in there like 15, 20 minutes before, closing time, and let me know they was cutting the puppet string. So I was like, all right, cool. What it was, I asked, because I'm on final write-up, right? And sometimes, and not everybody can deal with life circumstances. And what the people who never done a deal and they're on the grind or in the process, man, just know that life never stops. Life will happen. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. We know you got good intentions. We know you want to do right by your family. We know you want to save the world. We get it. But life will happen. So what happened was, I told him, I said, yo, I need to take off Monday because I got to go to my grandfather's funeral 2.5 hours away. So I guess they figured, like, man, you know what, man, just, you go to your funeral, man, just don't come back or whatever. So, you know what I mean? They fired me or whatever. And being that they fired me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, that's cool. Because I was like, I know what I got to do when I get back in time from the funeral. So, I mean, I knew, like, once you quit your job and once you get fired, you can't sit at the kitchen table and twiddle your thumbs. You got to have a plan ready to go. So that was cool. So, I went to the funeral and all that, man. I didn't tell my family I got fired because they'd have been worried about it. You know what I mean? They'd been calling, checking up. I ain't need that now. You know what I mean? I ain't need no doubt. I just need to go out there and grind. I knew I wasn't going to be homeless next month. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I end up getting getting fired and all that. And from there, man, I got fired in September, and I was making $38,000 a year. That November, bro, I made $10,000 in 1 month, bro. This back in like 2012, and I'm like, I'm 20-something, so at that time, $10,000 was a lot of money. You know what I mean? Now, $10,000 ain't, you know what I'm saying? But that time to me, $10,000 was a lot of money. You know what I mean? I know I was thinking small. You know what I mean? I'm from the hood. I ain't, you know what I mean? You got to be patient with me. But $10,000 was a lot of money, so I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, man, I made $10,000. So then that's when I told my family I got fired, 2 months prior. Because I was like, hey, I got fired from the gig, but hey, I made $10,000 a month. So, so nobody worried about me. They knew I was good, but that's that story. And after that, I started to do like, mailing campaigns and close deals every month.
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. Okay. So Naz, how long did it took you to start making cause I kind of want to know the process. Like, how long did it take you, and what kind of team did you have to put in place for you to start getting continuous income, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month?
Okay, so that came with time and education. You know, shout out to the man Sean Terry. You know what I mean? So yeah, sure. I used to go to Sean Terry events all the time, and it just came with education and building out building out the team, man, doing the deals, man. And at 30, 40 grand a month, and it seems like a lot, and it is a lot, and well, it is though, but you got people doing 100, 200K a month consistently, but 30, $40,000, you could do that as a one-man band, believe it or not, man. You don't even need a team. You can do that amount as a one-man band, So to get to that 30 grand and 40, basically all I did was just do bigger marketing campaigns. You know what I mean? Do bigger marketing campaigns. To really, when I started to hit $400,000 and, like that, I had to hire and build my team. I had to have an acquisition manager, and I was dumping like 10 grand a month in marketing. And at my height, man, I was doing about like $15,000 to $20,000 a month in just marketing, all mail, just letting that joint go. And we was just, the deals were just coming in. But I had a team and I had an inside virtual assistant to help me with that.
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. So Nas, so you guys do it all out of North Carolina? I'm sorry.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. And so now you have people actually go out, like, do you do it virtually, or you have people go out and meet the sellers and lock and deal up on the contract?
That's correct. Well, we don't do it virtually. We just, I have somebody go out there and meet them.
Gotcha. Okay. And so what is so now let's talk about marketing, man, because everybody wants to know right now, I guess, what marketing channel are you doing, bro?
Okay. Right now I am doing I'm doing text, and I'm just killing them with text, man, right now, man. Keep that on the low though. If you in Charlotte, text don't work. But yeah, I'm doing text right now.
No postcard or direct mail?
No direct mail at all right now.
No RVM?
No RVM. Just all text. We're killing them with text right now.
Dang, bro. Okay. And do you have any cold caller?
I had a cold calling team. It wasn't working, but I was doing that inside of Charlotte. And Charlotte is just oversaturated. Like, so,
Oh.
Yeah, man. So that cold calling, people were like, you cold call somebody here, like, man, you the 8th person. Call me, so now.
So, yeah. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. So, hey, are you in the same market as Max?
Nah, we in the same state. Max is in another market. Well, Max is in multiple markets. He does he does a few deals here in Charlotte, but
gotcha.
Max, all around North Carolina.
You gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. And so now, Nas, besides wholesaling, you mentioned that you also do new construction?
I do new construction. I built 2 new houses at the $500,000. They retail for $500,000.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, so I sold those because that market here is starting to soften up. So I sold those, and I'm trying to stay in the first time home buyer price point.
Gotcha, bro. And which is what, 200,000-300,000?
250 and below here right now.
Nice, bro. Nice. So, how long did it took you, bro, to finish the two new construction?
It took me about it took me 250. It took me 6 months to finish them from start to finish, and then they go in the market.
Gotcha. So it took you 6 months from start to finish.
Yeah, because these are bigger houses, and
right.
They're retailing for $500,000. So the
gotcha.
There's a lot more, yeah.
So each one of them, so 6 months, and then you put it on the market, probably takes another 30, 45 days or 60 days to sell them?
That's correct. But these both took a little longer because that higher end market is softening up.
I see.
Yeah.
Hey, Nas, if you don't mind, man, how much do you make off of those?
let me see. On one, I didn't do that good on those, like, right? So on one, I did like 80.
Nice,
And
bro.
another one did like 60.
Nice, though. Congrats, man. So now with your current business, like, are you still wholesaling and doing new construction? Like, uh, now that you're successfully, obviously, done the new construction, like, are you going to continue doing new construction?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it at a smaller scale. I'm not doing no more, not right now until the market corrects itself. Right now, I got this project. I might be building 4 new houses, but these houses are gonna retail for under 200,000. That's the plan. So I'm just working on splitting up the lot right now to because I bought a house on the corner lot and we're gonna split it up into 4 lots, and we just did the first part of what the city requires. So now we're just waiting, to go through the process.
Nice, bro. So you bought a house that sit on a corner lot, and you subdivide and got 4 extra lot out of that lot.
Well, yeah, we're going through the process now, but yeah, due to the city
Dang, bro.
yeah, the city is saying we can get 4 lots out of this. So yeah.
So do you got a pretty sweet? Do you got a pretty sweet deal on that?
Yeah, now that I'm splitting it into 4 lots, man. It's a house there, a really nice house, man. It's just that the people that let the house go to, man,
Right.
go to shit, and the house needs about 130,000 to work. So we felt that it was better just to split off the lots and build new houses to maximize the income.
Right. So do you have? I know that you mentioned you also have some rentals.
I do have some rentals, yes.
So how many units do you have right now?
I only have 9 doors, man. Believe it or not, man. We have 9 doors.
Oh, dude, but 9 doors in Charlotte. What? How much do you have in them, and how much cash flow? Because I'm sure you get good cash flow from them, right?
Yeah, we get great cash flow, but I as long as I've been in real estate, I should have held more. Should have definitely held more than what I had. What I have. So I definitely got to ramp up with my rental holders.
So I guess the 9 units, you get all of these loans to the bank, right? At like what, 4%?
4%.
Right? 4 or 5%?
Nah, man. I use a small local bank, man, and they're all in my business entity. So therefore, I gotta pay a higher interest rate because for them it's a higher risk loan.
Right.
So yeah, we're paying a higher interest rate. So
Like what, 5%, 6%?
about 6 or 7.
Oh wow, okay. Dang, bro. So you're paying 6 to 7%, but the house is okay, man. On one of the property, tell me how much you're all in on it, and how much are you getting on cash flow? Just give me an example on one of them.
Okay, one of them I got a note of like $700 and it rents for $1,300.
Dude, that is some amazing cash flow, bro.
I know, man. I just I was able to buy right, so
Yeah. Well, wait, but the thing is, it seemed like to me, man. And tell me if I'm wrong. In Charlotte, are you guys using the 1% rules as for rental, or I mean, it feels like it's more than that.
No, people are using the 1% rule.
Really?
Right now, yeah, they're using 1%. They're using 1%. I mean, that 2% rule that went out the door. Yeah, you can't get that in Charlotte no more. Those days are over with. So
really, so it's okay. So, bro, so right now, what can I buy a house in Charlotte for, and how much can I rent it for? Like, what can I buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath rental grade for, and how much can I rent it for?
if you were to go to the open market and look for 3 bedrooms, 2 bath,
Yeah.
for a rental,
Yeah.
man, you're probably going to be looking at like on the lower end, you might see something 150, 160.
Okay.
Right?
And
150, 160. Now, that 150, 160 house, depending on where it's at, could rent from anywhere from uh, 1,200 to 16 to 1,700, depending on which side of town you on, you know. And so you got people that are getting low returns, or they're getting 30-year money. If you get 30-year money, you're like, man, I don't care that, you know, I'm paying $150 because my mortgage on this is $900, taxes and insurance included, but I can rent it out for $1,400. You know, so it just depends on, you know, your cost of money. You know, me and you, we go find off-market deals. So we find off-market deals, so we just sometimes keep those great deals for ourselves.
Gotcha. Hey, so Nas, I want to ask you this question, man. So what is your plan now? Like, where do you want to take your business to, dude?
Man, right now, man, I'm just focused on, you know, growing my wholesaling business and scaling it out, man, because I'm going to cut back on rehabbing and new construction a lot, man. So I'm going to just, you know, focus on growing my wholesaling business and accumulating cash and picking up rentals here and there.
Gotcha. Hey, no. So Nas, you're not doing you're doing new construction, but you're not doing fix and flip no more, are you?
I am still doing fix and flip, but I'm really skeptical about what I take on. But
gotcha.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, you would only take cosmetic and not major?
I'll do major, but the upside, I got to be making at least $50,000 on the sale, bro. I'll do major, you know, and it's got to retail for $250 and under. I'm not doing anything that's worth $300.
Nas. Yeah. Nas, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, if it retail for $250, if you make it look super nice, you can sell for $3, right?
That's what I thought. That's what I didn't know anything. Yeah, man. That's what I thought.
Nas, dude, the stories is amazing, bro. So, hey, give me kind of an outline of what your business look like right now, bro.
Well, right now I'm wholesaling. I'm focusing on the wholesale right now.
Okay, and what's your team look like, dude?
I have an acquisition manager and an inside virtual assistant that basically handles the inside lead and the follow-ups, and my acquisition manager basically goes out and, you know, gets the appointments and things of that nature and gets the deals. Gotcha.
So you have one person that takes the incoming call, one person that goes out and lock the property out on a contract, and then you also have one person that actually sell the deal as well?
That's correct.
So your team is 3 or 4 people right now?
That's correct, yes.
Dude. See, dude, small but mighty. Those of you forget this. Even though the team looks small, but it's mighty. It's all about what's the net. What is going to your pocket, dude? I've seen people build such a big team, but then the overhead is ridiculous.
Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, like their overhead is ridiculous, and the amount of money that they bring in net to them, I mean, it would have just been better if they would have 7 or 8 or 10 people instead of twice or 3 times the amount. Everybody thought, go big, have a big team, dude. It's all about what's the net amount. What is you bring home? What is net to you in your pocket, man? All right, Nest. I mean, dude, for those that are starting out, man, you obviously know, man. For those that are starting out, dude, what kind of tips, advice can the master give to them?
All right, so first things first, man, I just want to say, man, to the guys on the grind, the guys that are starting out, man, focus, man. Stop. Okay, focus. I know that, you know, we like seeing the videos from Khang on, you know, IG, but, you know, everybody's not a DORU like Khang, you know, so everybody's not really doing it. And it's so easy to get caught up in, oh my God, this guy, he said he's doing short sales. He said he's doing new construction. He said he's doing fix and flip. Focus on one thing, all right? If you join Khang's educational program, just shut everything else out and follow everything Khang says do. Just follow everything he says do. If you know, just focus on that until it works. Because what I see what's going on, man, with when I was getting started, we didn't have IG. It was only a few. Yeah, it was only a few real estate podcasts, less than 5. And Sean Terry was one of the people that was active. A lot of those guys were out of the business by then because we're talking the recession. But you know, I was just following Sean Terry's advice and local people advice, and you know, I was able to get my deal, man. But if you want to do wholesaling, focus on wholesaling. Don't try to do wholesaling, rehabbing, new construction, and pick up rentals all at the same time when you know. Just do one thing, man, and focus on it, man. So that's my advice, bro. Focus.
Dude, hands down, agree, man. I agree 100%. And when I was watching Gary Vee, and this is what he said too, watching my video, watching the DORU video, watching other people video, and you're not doing, that's why that's the DORU, man. He's actually doing it. Dude, do it, dude. Watching the video is not good enough. Knowledge is not good enough. You got to implement, you got to go and execute it. Otherwise, you're just reading it, watching it, and put it aside, not doing anything. I promise you, you don't do that, obviously nothing is going to happen. So anyways, that's how do people get in touch with you, bro? How do people reach out and connect with the DORU, the real Sufu?
All right. First, you can catch me on YouTube at Real Estate DORU. I'm not your guru. I'm your DORU because I actually do this business. So DORU is DORU. DORU. So Real Estate DORU on YouTube. And catch me on IG at Real Estate DORU. If you want to email me, Nasser, NASAR at realestateDORU.com. But yeah, that's how you catch me, man. Just if you Google Real Estate DORU, you'll find it.
Nas, I mean, I'm sure people are going to ask, dude, do you do any kind of coaching, one-on-one, partnership, anything, bro?
I don't do any coaching. Don't do no one-on-ones. I am doing some partnering if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Dude, you know? Yeah. Nas, bro, for a one-on-one, man. So what is it going to cost for someone to say, hey, I like this guy, man. I want to do a one-on-one with him. No homo. No homo now, dude. Is there a price that you would consider taking someone under your wings, man?
Nah, man. I can't right now, bro. I can't do no one-on-one right now, man. You know, no one-on-one pause. So, yeah, man, I can't do it, man. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man. So those of you, I'll make sure I'll put Nas. The link will be in the descriptions. I want to say, man, Nas, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate your time. And obviously, your journey, absolutely amazing. And I want those of you to understand. Check this out. Nas started at the age of 19. All right? He started at the age of 19 in this game. And Nas, I suppose you started out at the age of 19, bro. How much money do you have, bro? Be honest, dude.
You said what?
When you're starting out in this real estate game at the age of 19, bro, be honest. How much money do you have?
Did I have at 19?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I don't remember, but I had ambition and the drive, so everything else, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So the reason why I brought that up is, look, man, 19, and now you're what, 36, bro?
Yeah, man.
Dude, my wife and I, bro, started out at the age of 18. Freaking still grinding, still hustling right now, bro. Right? I'm still hustling, dude. People, listen, man. People underestimate. I think people overestimate of what they can accomplish in a year, because I think everybody still fall for the get rich quick. They watch people online. They see video. Let me tell you this again, man. Let's me be real. Some real talk here. Listen, until you know their backstory, do not listen to me. If you're starting from the bottom, from ground up, I promise you, success do not happen that quickly. And when I hear people's stories, when it's too good to be true, like, oh, you know what? I started in 6 months later, boom, I become a millionaire. Or boom, a year later, I'll become a millionaire. Yes, there are people that can do that, but I'm telling you, there's also people that win a lotto ticket. And normally when I dive into the story like that, look, they have connections. To me, they have connections. They start out with some money because they have accumulate and work hard and grind right over the year. Maybe they have you know, maybe they've spent years and years in sales or things like that, but they have something to leverage. But I'm telling you, when you start out with nothing, dude, I think most people, man, overestimate. Like the one that have $100 and say, Khang, I want to make 100K in the next 12 months. You know what I mean? And then people underestimate what they can make in 10 years, dude. So anyways, you guys, I want to let you guys know, and I'm saying that to not discourage you, just to give you a reality check. When you have this big goals and big dreams, and then you set it so high, and then when you go at it, you feel like you're so far away, that's why you give up. All right? Have big goals and big dreams, but also understand that you got to take the step, right? Make smaller goals as you get to the top, man. It's not easy. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this game ain't easy. Ain't easy at all, period. Anyways, Nas, thank you, man. Hey, I'm going to let you wrap it up, Nas. You have some last word that you want to say to the audience, bro?
Last word, man. Hey, I wish you much success in your life and in your business, man. So, you know, just stay on the grind, man, and it eventually is going to happen because don't give up, man. My counterparts that, you know, people my age, you know, mid-30s, man, they still at a job, going to a job every day that they hate, and they can't take their family on vacation. They want to do those things, and they can't because they just don't have the money to do it, man. But like Khang said, it's very hard, but it's worth it.
Yep.
You know, do the hard work now so you can live easier later. So that's my last words, man.
Well said, bro. Hey, before we go, Nas, dude, what are you wearing, bro? Looks like a freaking Pimp Daddy shirt, bro. What is that, bro?
It's a Versace robe, man. It's a Versace robe.
Oh, that's a Pimp Daddy. Dude, awesome, man. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for listening, Nas. Thank you so much for your time, brother. And let's stay connected, okay?
No doubt, bro. Peace.
Yep, peace out.